FPS or roguelike or Souls game type. Those are the games that I'm usually into. Mainly like FPS shooters, first-person shooters. But this game, a friend of mine actually introduced it to me a couple of years ago, and I really like to come back to it every once in a while and play a few levels, just a few levels, just a few levels, just a few levels. I was playing a lot of this game on my old Xbox, and I had a lot more characters unlocked on my Xbox account. But since switching over to PC, I had to start a new profile, which doesn't really bother me too much. It doesn't really bother me that much, so I've already played through one round on this profile. So we're gonna be going into this pretty fresh together. I have 2 pieces of Wrigley's Double Mint gum here that I'm gonna pop into my mouth. Delicious, delicious. I think the next time I get any type of gum, it's gonna be a different brand or flavor, because this gum, the Wrigley's Double Mint, is a little bit hard. I don't know really how to explain it, but it's just hard. It's a harder type of gum. So let's get into some gameplay here. We're just gonna do standard. And I actually did unlock this guy, but we're gonna stick to the ironclad. Basically with the ironclad, you heal a little bit of HP at the end of every run, which is pretty cool. He's like the basic first character that you get. The basic first character. So let's go ahead and begin. Greetings, I'm Diao. So in the beginning you can choose to upgrade a card, obtain 3 random potions, transform 2 cards, lose starting relic. My starting relic is burning blood, so I guess I would lose that, but I'd obtain a random boss relic. I'm not really too sure. I don't really remember what a boss relic is, so we collect potions as we go through the levels anyway. So I'm just gonna upgrade a card, and pretty much all I have are attack and defend cards, but I like to play a little more defensively. So we'll go ahead and upgrade our defend card to gain 8 block. Just to gain 8 block. Let's go ahead and continue. So, what the game does is it lets you pick your own path, and basically you can choose the path of maybe a little less resistance, my case, there really isn't a path of least resistance. These are all monsters that well, depending on the path that I choose, I'm gonna have to fight some of these monsters. So I'm just gonna pick a random one. We'll start with that. So this is the first enemy. Shouldn't be too hard. It looks like he's gonna attack for 11 on me. So I definitely want to block. I don't mind if he does a little bit of damage to me. I'd like to apply weak to him. So I'll go ahead and end my turn. Okay, so we're down to 77 health, not too bad. It looks like he's buffing. He intends to block and use a buff, but he still is vulnerable, so we might as well use this time to attack him. I'm gonna attack him 3 times. As you can see, we actually did a lot of damage. He's only down to 6 health, which is great. We should be able to kill him on our next turn. So let's see what he decides to do. So we basically just have to strike twice, and he'll be dead. So let's go ahead and just dispatch that enemy really quickly, really quickly, really quickly, really quickly, really quickly. Our rewards: 13 gold. As a potion, it's gonna go up here. So liquid bronze, gain 3 thorns. If we choose to pop this, we will do damage to someone who tries to attack us. So that could prove to be useful later on. Could prove to be very useful later on. Add a card to our deck. This is the end of every fight. You can add a card. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is pick deal 9 damage, draw 1 card, cost 1 energy. I like cards that don't actually cost energy at all, because they usually just buff you. This one gives you 2 strength, and at the end of the turn you lose 2 strength, but it doesn't cost you anything. So you could use your energy, your leftover energy, to strike, and it will do more damage, which is pretty good. This one, whenever you draw a status card or curse card, I don't really understand this one, so I'm gonna go ahead with the flex card. Let's proceed to our next enemy. It looks like they have a buff called Curl Up. So, on receiving attack damage, it rolls up and gains 4 block once per combat. Their combined damage to me is going to be 13. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm blocking. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, look at that. 13 exactly. So, they're not going to actually do any damage to me, which is great. Now this is my total energy. And I've actually used 2 so far. So unfortunately, I can't use my bash. But that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and strike the first guy down and end our turn accordingly. Now, as they attack, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Sip of water. It's always important to stay hydrated. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. They're gonna attack me for 13 again. I'm gonna block as much as I possibly can. So they should only do 3 damage on me. And I'm gonna go ahead and attack this guy again. And end my turn there. So they didn't do too much damage to me. No, they're not going to attack. But they do intend to inflict a negative effect on me. So why would they do that? I guess I could, just, well, that was kind of silly of me. I could have just killed him right there. Oh yeah, and I forgot that the card that I used didn't actually cost any energy, so I'm gonna attack him and apply 2 weak. So we can just kill him now. And that was pretty easy. And we gained 6 health back at the very end, so we're actually doing pretty well. I'm not doing too bad. It looks like our rewards this time are 15 gold. And that's another card. This could be pretty good. So, double your block. Enemy loses 2 strength. Exhaust, so that they wouldn't do too much damage to me if I used this card. If I used this card. Hemokinesis. Lose 2 HP. Deal 15 damage. I really like the idea of this. Lose 2 HP. Now, if I were to be taking on a lot of damage from an enemy, like if they intended to do a ton of damage, I could use the block card that I upgraded, and then this, and I would have 16 block. But I want to stick to doing as much damage as possible. I'd like to stick to doing as much damage as possible. So should we fight again, or do a question mark? I'm gonna go ahead. I like this path better than this one, because this guy is a strong enemy. I'd rather do this path. Okay. Acid slime and spike slime. The slime characters can be pretty annoying because they actually slime your cards and make some of them unusable. They intend to do 11 damage to me. 11 damage. So we're gonna block up. And you know what? I can actually kill this guy. So now they're not gonna do any damage to me. I'm gonna block everything that he has coming through. So let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see if this goes in our favor. Okay, so he intends to inflict a negative effect on me. I'm gonna go ahead and put some strength. Increases attack damage by 2. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do Hemokinesis. I really like this card a lot. I think I'm gonna get another one in there, because losing 2 HP really isn't that bad. Especially since we heal 6 HP at the end of every round. So let's go ahead and press forward. Among the stone and boulders, you notice an intricate large blue statue resembling a wing. You find gold spilling from its cracks. Maybe there's more inside. Remove a card from your deck. Lose 7 HP. I don't really like the idea of that. Destroy. Gain 50 to 80 gold. Let's see what happens. With all your might, you hack away at the statue. It soon crumbles. It soon crumbles. It soon crumbles, revealing a pile of gold. A pile of gold. You grab as much as you can. You continue onwards. Perfect. Let's go ahead and fight again. Louse. Okay. So, these enemies. Wow, you know what? I have 2 hemokinesis, and I can kill both of these guys. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm only gonna lose 4 HP. That card is actually crazy. That card is actually crazy. And then I'm gonna deal 6 damage to him. And I'll end my turn with that. So let's see what he decides to do. Let's see what he decides to do. So he has 3 strength. So it increases attack damage by 3. So he's gonna try to attack me for 8, but I'm just gonna take him out. So, and then we heal our 6 HP at the very end. My cat jumped down from his little perch. So, okay. 17 gold. Energy potion. Gain 2 energy. Okay. That could be clutch later on. And then add a card. Bloodletting. Lose 3 HP. Gain 2 energy. Perfected strike. Deal 6 damage. Deals 2 additional damage for all your cards containing strike. That could be pretty cool. If we have a hand of, let's say, 3 other strike cards, that'd be 12 damage in total. That'd be pretty cool. Sword boomerang. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy. So 9 damage to a random enemy. Like I said, I always like the cards that have 0 cost for energy, and 3 HP really isn't a lot of HP to lose, so I'm gonna choose that one. Let's go ahead and just do a regular monster. I'm gonna do the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance. So, these guys have Spore Cloud. On death, it applies to vulnerable. So if they kill me, or if I kill them, they're gonna apply to vulnerable to me. Banned into attack for 16 between the both of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block up for 13, and I might as well use a hemokinesis on this guy just to kind of weaken him a little bit. I'm gonna try to kill this guy first because he won't do the Spore Cloud on me. use it. So let's go ahead and see what. Okay. So he intends to attack for 9. I'm gonna buff myself. 15. Okay, we should be able to kill him right here. So he's dead. That was fairly easy. Then take another sip of water. I love the taste of water when I have fresh mint gum in my mouth. It's just so refreshing. It's so good. Okay, so 20 gold. Fruit juice is our next potion we're gonna get. Gain 5 max HP. 5 max HP. And let's see what card they choose, or we choose. True Gift. Gain 7 block. Exhaust 1 card at random. Thunderclap. Deal 4 damage. And apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. I wonder if it's 4 damage to all enemies as well as the vulnerable. That actually could be pretty good. That could be pretty good. Shrug it off. Gain 8 block. Draw 1 card. I like that. We're gonna go with that. A little campfire. So at the campfires you can actually choose to rest and gain back some HP, but we're doing really good on HP so far. So I'm actually gonna smith a card, aka strengthen it. So I think what I'm gonna do, maybe strengthen a hemokinesis, or gain 4 strength. Let's strengthen a hemokinesis. Lose 2 HP, deal 20 damage. 20 damage just for 2 HP is so good. Okay. Let's go ahead and fight our next monster. The slaver, this guy can be pretty annoying, to be honest. He can be pretty annoying. So I'll go ahead and do my bloodletting. We'll put 8 block, and then we'll strike him twice. I'll just end my turn there. So he does no damage to us whatsoever. 12 damage this time. And it looks like he applied weakened, so deals 25% less damage. Okay, listen. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll gain 2 strength. I still have... Okay, we'll block for 13, and then we'll use a hemokinesis on him. And we'll go ahead and end our turn. So, he still won't do much damage to us at all. Looks like we're going to be able to block it. He intends to strike for 12 again. Wow. I could. I wonder if I'm gonna try something here. And he should be dead. Perfect. I had a feeling that was gonna be able to take him out. So we have 18 gold. And we'll choose a card now. Pummel Strike, deal 9 damage, draw 1 card. Pretty straightforward. Clash. Costs 0 energy. I don't really like that. Deal 14 damage. Deal 2 damage 4 times. So 8 damage. And then you can't use. I'm just gonna get. On second thought, I'm actually just gonna get this card because it costs nothing to use. And on the off chance that every hand in my, or every card in my hand is an attack card, 14 damage is amazing for no cost whatsoever. So we're gonna snag that card. And I'm gonna take this chest. Look at that, 49 golds, 312 gold. We're gonna be able to buy some good stuff once we get to the merchant. Bronze scales. Start each combat with 3 thorns. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So if they attack me, I'll do damage to them. And now we have this question mark to go to. You enter a corridor full of hypnotizing colored mushrooms. Due to your lack of specialization in mycology, you are unable to identify the specimens. You want to escape, but feel oddly compelled to eat a mushroom. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I can either anger the mushrooms, and I may have to fight them, or I can eat to heal 20 HP, but the parasite curse. I guess we'll just anger them. I knew this was gonna happen. I didn't want to take that debuff, to be honest, so I'd rather just fight. So, rodents infested by the mushrooms appear out of nowhere. Let's fight. And it looks like they don't really have too much. Attack, 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 attack. Oh, dang. Well, let's see if I can still play it. Hold on, let's see if I can still play it. Well, we'll hit the guy that has the most health first. I have a non-attack card in my hand. Dang. So I can't actually use this one. This guy intends to attack for 6. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to gain 8 block. Oh man. Let's see. Deal 20 damage. We'll actually hit this guy because he's the closest to being dead. So. And you know what? We can actually just kill him right now. And that way. Oh, it's kind of silly that I didn't have to use the block. So. This game is all about just setting yourself up. And if I could go back and redo that turn, I wouldn't have used block at all, because I could have just killed him in 2 strikes, and then that card, you know. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn. So these guys like to buff themselves. They like to buff themselves, so. Okay, so they intend to do 26 damage on me, which is pretty significant. And they applied vulnerable to me. So I guess what I'll do here, I'm only gonna have enough block to defend off one of their attacks. So I guess I might as well defend as much as I possibly can. And I will deal 15 damage to this guy. So we're actually gonna take a pretty big hit. damage. So, I guess what I'll do is give myself some energy, gain 2 strength, and kill this guy. That's kind of funny that now he is 13. I guess I'll block as much as I can. And then just strike him right there. I could have swore it said that he had 9. That he was gonna do 9 damage, but... Okay, so we can just kill him right here. So we did take a little bit of a beating. We're now down to 50 HP. I feel like I could have definitely played that better, but it's been a long day, so 25 gold. Odd mushroom. When vulnerable, take 25% more attack damage rather than 50. That's good. That's really good. Vulnerable creatures take 50% more damage. That's actually really good. Paired with the, I forgot the name of the card that I already have, but it applies vulnerable to them, so mixed with this will be pretty good. So, this potion, I already have all 3 of my potion slots filled, and since, let's see, apply 3, oh wow, okay, I definitely want this because this applies vulnerable, and it will make him take 50% more damage from attacks. So I'm gonna switch this out with this one since I already have thorns. We're gonna go ahead and add a card to our deck. Twin Strike. I've always liked this card. I don't know why, but it just feels good to use. Deal 5 damage twice. Dual wield. Choose an attack or power card. Add a copy of that card into your hand. That's actually pretty good. Headbutt. Deal 9 damage. Put a card from your discard pile. So I'm all about doing damage. Well, this one's actually really good though. We'll pick dual wield, we'll go with that one. And let's go ahead and fight another monster here. I feel like I've fought more monsters on this first level than I ever have. This is a lot more fun. So we're actually gonna fight 3 more Laos. So they intend to do 17 damage to me. And what I'll do is, well, I can't play this card because not every card in my hand is an attack. But what I could do, let's see, if I were to kill one of these guys, I could kill him, and that would make the damage coming to me only 11. And I could block some of that. So I think I'll just kill this guy first. Oh, I forgot. Oh wow, I think I screwed myself. I forgot that these guys actually block in the middle of my turn. Well, I guess there's really nothing we can do now, so they're gonna hit me at first full 17. But they all took thorn damage, which is pretty good. But dang, I forgot about that little buff that they have. Okay, they're looking for a full 17 again, so what I'll do, give myself some energy, and then we're gonna go ahead and just kill Anyways, so we need to just be careful now. Gain 2 strength, 2 energy, gain 5 max HP. I'm just gonna drink that right now and then take this guy. Add a card to your deck. Gain 7 block. Exhaust 1 card at random. I don't really like exhausting cards because what if it exhausts like a hemokinesis or something like that? Whirlwind. Deal 5 damage to all enemies X amount of times. I'm gonna take the twin strike. Okay, so as you can see, we actually have one more monster. A campfire, a buy station, and then a campfire again. So let's go ahead and take that path. After we fight this big acid slime. So he's got quite a bit of health. And when he goes below 50% HP, he'll actually split into 2 smaller slimes, which is pretty annoying, but let's see what we can do here. So 10 damage. 16. I guess I'll end my turn. So now he's weakened me a little bit. He's given me 2 weakened. So I deal a little less damage, and he intends to attack for 11. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, it looks like these are all attack cards. So I'm gonna attack him for 15. We're gonna do another 15. And then we're gonna do 6, but apply 2 vulnerable to him. But he's gonna split now. So he actually didn't attack me on that turn because he had to do his split thing. So that's actually pretty good. Lose 3 HP and gain some energy here. Choose another. I'm gonna duplicate this card. And then what we're gonna do is hit this guy twice. And he should be dead now. That was perfect. And we'll hit this guy for 4. And end our turn right there. So he's trying to weaken me again. He's still doing a little buff thing. So I'm gonna give myself some strength. Choose an attacker power card. Oh, wait a minute. That didn't work the way I thought it was gonna work. Okay. Well, we still have 2, so do 12 damage to him right there. Do 12 damage. Go ahead and end the turn. Okay. So he hasn't really taken too much of my health just yet. We'll get some energy. We'll go ahead and defend. So he won't do any more damage to us because we have 10 block now. And I think, oh well, we're actually gonna end up killing him anyway, so that's perfect. That wasn't that hard, we only lost 1 health. 18 gold. We already have an energy potion. So we don't have to worry about this. Gain 5 block, deal 5 damage, I like that. Deal 8 damage to all enemies, that's pretty good too. I'm gonna get cleave. Okay. So now we have a campfire. I'm gonna go ahead and use the campfire to gain some HP back. Gain some more HP, so now we're going into this at 64. Let's go ahead and buy some stuff too from the merchant. See what he has to sell. Oh, another twin strikes. I'll take that. Berserk, gain 2 vulnerable at the start of your turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with an uppercut and a hemokinesis. And my turn. So he intends to do 42 damage on me, which I'm glad I healed as much as I did. Let's see. I guess I'll do that. I mean, I don't really have. Well, he's about to really hurt me. Jeez, look at that. I'm so glad that I've fully healed. Okay, so he intends to do 6. Gain 2 strength. We'll do 14 damage. And then I'll block a little bit and deal more damage. And then my turn right there. So, he actually burned one of my cards so that they would be unplayable. He intends to do 10 damage. So, I think what I'll do... I think I'm gonna throw this at him. And then I'm going to put 8 block there. Give him 5 vulnerable. So now he's super vulnerable. Even though I'm taking a lot of damage, but now he's got all this, you know. Okay, so deal 20 damage. We'll gain some strength. Attack. Oh, this is perfect. Oh wait. Oh, I do have a non-attack. Okay. I'll do block. And then we'll do... Oh, perfect. Look at this. And then we'll do all this. 14. That was pretty cool. And now he shouldn't be able to do any damage to us. Except for burning our cards. Okay, so deal 13 damage, apply 1 weak, apply 1 vulnerable. I'll hit him with that. And I'll hit him, let's see what happens if I do this. Oh, that was pretty dumb. I didn't realize that that's how that card worked. Dang. So he's gonna try to do 14 damage on me. And he's got 12 block. So dang, this is kinda difficult. I'm gonna have to block. So he'll only hit me for 1. I guess I can do both of these guys. That way he's only at 20 HP. 20 HP. So he did a little bit of... He burned another card of mine, so it's unplayable. Oh, and I guess at the end of my turn I'm gonna take 2 damage, which sucks. So we're gonna get 10 block for the price of 1. Oh, you know what? I can kill him. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Since the first boss dead, we got 100 gold. Oh, cultist potion. Ritual. Gain 1 ritual. Gain strength at the end of your turn. Okay. Add a card to your deck. have so many cards that do damage, or a lot of damage, so I think this one offers so much more. But the vulnerable build, we'll go with Berserk. That's a great card. And these are just relics. You do, at the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. Gain energy at the start of your turn, you can no longer rest. Gain energy at the start of your turn, you can no longer gain gold. That's kind of crazy. I'm gonna skip it. So now it's Act 2. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. So I just wanted to say, thank you guys. I think I got a couple new subscribers. So thanks for tuning into the videos lately. I've been having a ton of fun. If there are any requests or anything that you guys would like to see or hear from me specifically, just go ahead and leave it down in the comments. As well as, if you wouldn't mind, just a like and a possible subscription just to help me out a little bit. My main goal here is just to help you guys get some tingles, get some rest, all while watching some gameplay, so I've been having a good time with it. But until the next video, I'm not really sure what I have planned next. I was thinking about doing a little more Minecraft, maybe some more X-Defiant. I've also been playing Borderlands 3. Just getting back into that. So, if there's any games that you guys would like to see, just put them down in the comments. But until next time, guys, this has been Cody's Voice, ASMR. And with that, I'll wish you